There is a form of knowledge that cannot be reached through effort or desperate searching, but only through resonance. It is not something you study. It reveals itself when your consciousness reaches the exact frequency needed to receive it. This is not magic disguised as spirituality, but the natural way the universe has always operated. If you are reading these words, it is not a coincidence. It is the sign that a deep part of you has aligned with something you are finally ready to understand. The ancients knew this well. They did not write to inform, but to awaken. Every story was a key, and that key activated only when the reader was prepared for it. What you are receiving now is not a collection of ideas, but a living technology of consciousness, an insight that does not belong to linear time, but to the very moment in which the listener becomes ready to transform. The universe does not respond to force, but to harmony. It is not a machine in which you insert effort to obtain results. It is a continuous transmission, a frequency you can perceive only when your vibration matches it. Most people spend their lives trying to bend reality to their desires, without understanding that true power lies in tuning themselves to what already exists. The most important revelations do not come to those who push, but to those whose inner state has become capable of recognizing them. That is why certain books entered your life at the perfect moment, why certain conversations appeared exactly when you needed them, why some people arrived in the only instant in which you could have welcomed them. This is not luck, it is cosmic precision. Every meaningful event in your life appeared when your awareness was open enough to understand it. The ancient teaching contained in these words does not say, "Find me." It says, "I will find you." It does not manifest when you want it to, but when you are capable of holding it. The universe withholds nothing. It simply invites you to become the version of yourself capable of sustaining what you ask for. You cannot force readiness, nor pretend alignment. The true vibration you emit speaks much louder than the intentions you narrate to yourself. There are entire layers of existence you cannot perceive, simply because you are not yet tuned to them. Like infrared light, real but invisible, present but imperceptible until you possess the instruments to see it. In the same way, there are opportunities, connections and possibilities already around you, ready to emerge the moment your consciousness expands enough to recognize them. When perception shifts, everything shifts. Now imagine an ancient marketplace outside of time. A merchant sits before a table filled with objects that seem to belong to another dimension. Every time someone tries to buy one, the money dissolves. Jessica, the merchant, believes she is failing, until one day a weary traveler quietly lifts a simple copper bowl. The object vibrates only for him. The payment remains solid. In that moment, Jessica understands the truth. The objects were not rejecting customers, they were rejecting those who were not ready. This is the physics of resonance. What you seek is also seeking you, but not the unripe version of you. It seeks the one shaped through experience, loss, intuition, and rebirth. Every encounter that changed you, every book that opened you, every moment that marked a before and after was never accidental. Everything was a perfectly calibrated call designed for your evolution. Yet many believe that to rise they must add more meditation, more discipline, more techniques. But alignment is not born from adding, it is born from releasing. You cannot receive if you are full. Opportunities knock only when there is space to let them in. The story of the blacksmith Brandon illustrates this perfectly. For years he shaped metal through force. Then one day a piece of iron refused to yield. The more pressure he applied, the more resistance he created. Only when he stopped trying to dominate the material and began to listen to it did the miracle happen. It was not surrender, it was collaboration, not weakness, but harmony. And what he forged surpassed anything he had ever crafted through force alone. Because force generates resistance, while resonance generates transformation. The same is true in your life. Every time you push, you close a door. Every time you listen, you open one. True power does not come from control, but from your ability to move without fear. Reality does not change through compulsive action, but through action that arises from presence. And your body knows the difference. Tension reveals misalignment. Openness reveals truth. Every time you release something, every time you let go of the urge to force, you become a conduit rather than a barrier. Then comes the issue of time, a source of torment for many. We often believe we are late, that we missed our chance, that we understood something too late. But no one receives a teaching before they can integrate it. If these words resonate with you now, it is because now you are ready. A year ago, they may have slipped past you. Everything you lived was not an obstacle, but a preparation. The universe is never late. You simply grow into the version of yourself capable of seeing what was once invisible. The problem is that many listen without integrating. They feel inspired, but they do not change. They understand, but they do not act. Receiving is not an emotion. It is a transformation. It means letting go of old identities, tired beliefs, fears that no longer serve you. You cannot become ready while clinging to what belongs to the version of you that no longer exists. Saying, "I am ready," is an energetic act. It reveals every internal resistance and shows you exactly what must be released. Each time you let something go, your frequency rises. Each time you create space, life enters. And when your energy truly broadcasts readiness, the universe responds instantly. Reality does not respond to words, it responds to state. There is also a higher level, the collective field. When many people simultaneously choose the same frequency, a powerful environment is created that amplifies each individual. This is how global shifts begin, not with one leader, but with a group vibrating together. And this is why every conscious choice you make does not concern only you. It influences the entire field you belong to. Ultimately, this teaching leads to a simple and powerful truth. You are not separate from the universe. You are a living fragment of it. Every experience, collapse, and awakening has been a page in the book you are reading now. A book that does not exist outside of you. It exists within you. And it opens only when you are ready. Your readiness is not a goal to reach, but a frequency to choose. And in this moment, you are choosing it. You have reached the threshold between the version of you that doubts and the version of you that receives. The universe is not testing you. It is responding to the vibration you have finally begun to embody. The book has appeared. The door is open. Transformation has already begun. What you have called is coming toward you. And this time, you are truly ready. Thank you for listening to this transmission. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking here. Ci sono momenti nella vita in cui senti che qualcosa dentro di te si sta muovendo, come una corrente che cambia direzione senza far rumore. Non è un'emozione qualunque, è una chiamata. Una forza silenziosa che ti ricorda che non sei qui per sopravvivere, ma per espanderti. E mentre ascolti queste parole, una parte di te lo sa già. Sei molto più di ciò che hai creduto di essere finora. Sei l'erede di ogni intuizione che hai ignorato, di ogni forza che hai nascosto, di ogni possibilità che hai rimandato. E ora tutto questo sta tornando a te. Non serve sapere come farai il prossimo passo. Serve solo riconoscere che sei pronto a farlo. La vita non aspetta che tu sia perfetto per darti ciò che è tuo. Ti chiede solo di essere presente, anche quando hai paura, anche quando non sai da dove cominciare, anche quando ti sembra di non avere abbastanza energia, abbastanza risposte, abbastanza coraggio. La verità è che ne hai più di quanto immagini. L'hai sempre avuto. Ogni volta che scegli te stesso, l'universo si espande intorno a te. Ogni volta che smetti di trattenerti, qualcosa si apre. Ogni volta che credi anche solo un po' di più nella tua possibilità, una strada che prima non vedevi diventa improvvisamente chiara. Non sottovalutare ciò che sta accadendo dentro di te. Questo movimento, questa sensazione, questo richiamo è il segno che stai entrando in una versione più grande di te stesso. Non devi correre, devi solo continuare. Devi solo scegliere, ancora e ancora, nonostante tutto, la direzione che senti vera, anche se è diversa da quella che gli altri si aspettano, anche se sembra troppo grande per la persona che pensavi di essere. Perché la verità è che non sei qui per adattarti, sei qui per nascere una seconda volta, e questa volta in modo consapevole. Quello che verrà non dipende da quello che è stato, dipende da ciò che stai diventando ora. E mentre ascolti, mentre respiri, mentre senti queste parole dentro il petto, sappi questo: sei pronto, lo sei davvero, sei più forte dei tuoi dubbi, più vasto delle tue paure, più profondo di qualsiasi ferita tu abbia portato fin qui, e il mondo che ti aspetta là fuori non vede l'ora di incontrarti nella tua versione più luminosa. https://youtube.com frecuencia cuántica de la mente. Let's continue this journey of awareness together. See you soon and thank you from the heart.